Good evening. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me. Let me know if all the senses are working. Not the smell one, not the touch one. But let me know if you can see me and hear me. Folks, it's Sunday evening. It's Sunday evening and things are wild in that Big Brother house, folks. It has been the season of unpredictability. It's been the season of expect the unexpected. We do not know quite what happens next, and weirdly I'm excited. I mean, like, there's one side of me that's going, there's still a lot of issues happening, but then there's the other side of me that's going, finally Kyle is getting his comeuppance. You know, while it might not exactly be justice as what it may look like, there is some form of, wow, how the mighty have fallen. You know how someone goes from that top pedestal and falls down every single step along the way, and now we are left asking ourselves what is actually going to happen with Kyle. Hi everyone, I'm seeing everybody saying hi as I'm rambling on, but Kyle is supposedly, and I haven't checked the feeds in a short while. I believe he's still in the diary room. Can somebody confirm that for me in the DR? So people are starting to believe that Mr. Kyle might self-evict. Now, okay, so people are saying don't see him yet. Okay, thanks Caleb, thanks Graham. Okay. Well, we'll break down what happened. We'll talk through it. I mean, tonight's video was kind of supposed to be just a general chit-chat, but then of course all this stuff went down with Kyle, so I changed my plan to covering the whole stop protecting Kyle thing, because if y'all haven't caught my video today, or you didn't know already, today, hashtag stop protecting Kyle trended at #1 on Twitter in the USA. That takes a lot. On a Sunday as well. I think that's the most popular tweet day as well, I believe. That's huge. That's huge. I've got my tea tonight, folks. I've got my tea. Not because I'm spilling any tea. I just fancied a cup of tea instead. But I am so, and it's got Ron Swanson on. All my Parks and Rec people say hi. I am so looking forward. If this is the downfall of Kyle, and if he actually goes this week, this is going to be good. But we'll talk through all the things of if he's going to self-evict, if he's going to get evicted. We'll talk through everything. All right, okay. So, all right, gang. Stop protecting Kyle trended on Twitter. It's basically the movement behind making sure that CBS stops editing Kyle in such a way. There is no alcohol in my tea. No, I'm not. No, I can confirm that. CBS are continuing to put an edit on where Kyle is this lovely, warm guy, you know, who's in a showmance with Alyssa, and he's like a puppy dog, you know, and the folks who have seen the live feeds and the folks who've watched my live feed updates, or they've watched anybody's live feed updates, including the wonderful Big Brother boy who's just stopped by, will understand that Kyle's true self is filled with microaggressions and a lot of unpleasant behaviour that CBS are not showing. Go subscribe to Big Brother boy, y'all. Just looping back to that. Carl Manor, thank you so much for the super chat. Carl says, hello handsome, thank you very much. Hello to you too. I appreciate it ever so much. Cheers to you with my cup of tea in hand. I'm feeling very British tonight. Cheers to you. Have a wonderful evening and enjoy the show tonight. But yes, Kyle, okay, so I wish I could throw a poll tonight, but it's not letting me do that stupid poll thing again, which is annoying me. I need to figure that out. So Kyle's currently in the DR right now, and the house has gone up into flames because Michael started to get the ball rolling on talking about Kyle wanting to do his, you know, all-white alliance, having with his concerns about the Cookout 2.0 and all that kind of stuff. I mean, where I stand with that for the fact that Kyle didn't understand why the cookout did their thing in the first place, and to just assume that all the black people are going to get together again shows you how uncultured and how Kyle needs to educate himself on the matters. It's disappointing to see, and finally it's came crumbling down. I mean, I'm a strong believer in, love always triumphs over evil, even though evil might, I'm not calling Kyle evil, but positivity trumps negativity, right? And there's been a lot of negativity for a while, but it doesn't last. It never does. History has been harsh on those who try to play a dictator and try to go against something that isn't going against something that is moving forward, essentially. And that's what Kyle's done. He hasn't educated himself, he hasn't thought for a second. And I don't believe for a moment the DR hasn't said anything to Kyle. And that should have been the moment when the DR said to Kyle, look, some of your comments are coming across in a certain way, yada yada yada, get your act together. And if he didn't pick up from that moment that he needs to shape up and actually try to change the way he's coming across, then he's been warned and he's only dug himself the hole, right, folks? So I don't know. It's a tough one. But anyway, Michael started planting the seeds. There's been the ethical line, of course, I'll talk about, of people saying that it's not fair that Michael has kept it all to himself and then only used the whole racism thing as a game move when it warranted him. That disappoints me, I'll be honest, and there is an ethical line there. First and foremost, though, I want to see Kyle exposed, so I am happy that it's been spoken on, and people are starting to see the true Kyle, because then Monty found out. Monty went to talk to Terence, and then Alyssa found out as well. I'm pretty sure there was something going on. I can't confirm this, but I saw some people talking on Twitter about Alyssa saying that she was worried about becoming an influencer. With having been with a racist, with Kyle, I think she was panicked about that. And I mean, I was chatting to someone earlier, and I believe she's in the chat right now. Sammy made the fantastic point. I hope she doesn't mind me sharing this. The fact that Alyssa cares more about, wanting to, how it can damage her influencer brand than finding out that the person she's been going to Pound Town with is a racist. That says a lot about Alyssa's character as well, right? So I don't know. I feel like there's a lot to digest. There's a lot. I know I've been talking for nearly 10 minutes already, and we still haven't covered it all. I am. There's a lot. And speaking of Sammy says, as much as I want to see Kyle go now, I almost want to see him stay and get evicted on Thursday to see him suffer a little. Right, and I know a lot of people will be feeling that way. I don't think it's a cynical thing to feel that way. Kyle's obviously put other people through a lot of crap, so why shouldn't he go through it, right? So I know a lot of people will want him to be evicted. Personally, I hope. I hope he actually gets evicted on Thursday. That's what I want. Same as Sammy. I think I want to see the look on his face when the votes are read out, and I want to see him have to walk out and face that audience, and I want him to walk out and have to face Julie Chen and answer those questions. I don't think you should get an easy out. Call me cynical, call me nasty, but if you're going to make a bed, you have to lie in it. It's tale as old as time, that. Your actions have consequences, and that's basic. We're taught that when we're little. Well, I hope you were taught that when you were little. Otherwise, you probably turned into mayhem. And I know the majority of us will have been taught that your actions have consequences, and you have to deal with what goes down. So I believe there's 5 votes. I'm thinking off the top of my head this week. So if Kyle does go up on the block, Brittany, Michael, and Monty will vote Kyle out, and obviously we've got, I'm blanking here, guys, Turner's head of household. Alyssa will obviously save Kyle. Terence will probably save Kyle unless he flips as well, so that's 3-2. It's looking bad for Kyle this week, because Turner's actually said, I've got to put Kyle up. I've got to put Monty said to him, you know, look, this is the best move this week. You have to put Kyle up. It makes logical sense. It's got to be done. And Turner turns around and says, because Turner was being very wishy-washy for a while, which was very disappointing, I have to say. I know I've been singing my praises for Turner, or I was before all that stuff went down. And obviously I got a lot of hate for that, as you found out. After, yeah, people started hating on me after the fact, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. I was just a guy giving somebody the benefit of the doubt before I found out what went down, and then people started trashing on me and pointing their anger in my way. And I've had time to reflect on that now, and it's kind of I don't know. It seems crazy that there was a lot of people around, and I'm sure the majority of you weren't like that because you're actually showing up to support me tonight. A lot of people just directed that hate at me. All I was doing was giving somebody the benefit of the doubt, right? Innocent until proven guilty, and that's all I did. I was giving an opinion on the information that we all knew. Not just me, not just my uncle, not just my dog, not just your neighbour down the street. You know, we all knew the same amount of information, and that's what I gave. But anyway, I am now at the point with Turner where I'm slightly getting disappointed because he basically was talking through all this stuff about Kyle, and he was shocked, of course, when he was told about the information of Kyle and his all-white alliance and wanting to get all the black people out of the house because of the Cookout 2.0. And Turner was, you know, he was saying he was shocked. He was saying, oh my God, I can't believe this. And then all of a sudden, Turner went right back to the narrative of, let's get Taylor out. That was sad. And it all of a sudden makes everyone go, wow, was Turner being performative the entire time? Because it's weird, isn't it? Kind of going, care about all this stuff, and then all of a sudden saying, let's still get Taylor out. Anyways, let's say hi to some people in the chat tonight. Thank you, y'all lovely people, for showing up. And I've seen a couple of super chats coming in as well, so I'll just say thanks to them as well. Kyle Riley, we've got a good Kyle in the chat tonight. Thank you so much, Kyle. I appreciate you for your super sticker. Have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the show tonight. Cheers to you from me and Ron Swanson. Thank you. Seeing a lot of comments tonight about Kyle. Jefferson Tucker, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you ever so much. Cheers to you, Jefferson, from me and Ron Swanson. Have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the show tonight, and I appreciate your continued support of the channel. It means the world to me. Thank you. Alright, gang. Okay, so Dawn says Turner is scared of Taylor, but he knows that for his game's sake, Kyle has got to go up. If somebody stands in the corner of Kyle now after this blow up, it's game over. It's game over for that person. Here's a question. If I'm going to throw this to the people, and this is a really interesting one, and I want to know what people think of this. If Kyle does indeed not self-evict this week and he walks out of the house on Thursday night, do we think he's going to get booed? Because obviously CBS tells them, no, don't boo. Hide your real emotions. We know they've been told that before. Remember Christine? And then the boos came through. So, let me know. Let me know. Okay, Uncle John's telling me how I can do a poll. Let me see if this works. Because it says I'm signed in, so I don't know what's going on, John. Maybe if I refresh the page. There's usually, I know where the button is usually. It's just disappeared. It shows up on some streams and on others it doesn't. But let me know, folks, if you think he's going to get booed. Not if he should be booed, if he is going to get booed. I've said booed too many times and it sounds like a weird word. Booed. Everyone's saying yes. Wow, okay, so there's not even people given the benefit of the doubt for Kyle of not getting booed. Yes, boo Kyle. Kyle won't self-evict, he's narcissistic. I personally don't think Kyle's a narcissist. I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think that. I don't like him, but I don't think he's a narcissist. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I just keep saying yeah. I'm having a. Sometimes I just like to be a viewer rather than the host, and I'm just going yeah, as all these things come through. Yeah, I'm gonna start reading some stuff out now. I'm just enjoying reading some of y'all's opinions. Okay, so Turner was just telling Alyssa he needs to put up Kyle so the house can judge him and he no longer has to deal with the decision of picking a replacement. Doesn't seem too bothered by the racism. There's a line, isn't there, folks? It's it is making a lot of people kind of go, oh my god, you know, like, has Turner been performative this entire time? At the fact that he was told about it and he was like, oh my god, let's still nominate Taylor. Luckily, he's came around to wanting to put up Kyle, but I don't think that was through any reason of what he'd been told. I think it was through reasons of house pressure. You know, follow the pack. It's a thing in this day and age. It's peer pressure's always been a thing, right, hasn't it? But I feel like in this day and age, it's definitely worse than it's ever been. And I don't know if that's credited to, you know, God, I'm gonna sound old here, but like, it's a valid point in my opinion. I don't know if it's just the culture of the fact that everybody my age is on their phone 24/7. I'm on it. I'll put my hand up straight away. I spend the majority of my day on my phone, which is kind of bad. But it's just the way it is, and I don't know if it's credited to that kind of culture of, you know, social media that we've all grew up with, where it's kind of follow the pack mentality. I try my best always to not do that, and you know, even during all my time in school and everything like that, I always made the best effort to go by my own beat of my own drum, if that makes sense. And I credit the people who try to do that as well. You know, I think it's important to if you've got your own opinion, and you think that there's a group mentality in which something is wrong, it's so important to walk away from that and stand up for what you believe is right, and continue to always strive to be a good person. It doesn't matter if you've made mistakes. You reflect on it and you go, okay, that was bad, but I'm not gonna beat myself up over it. You go, I'm gonna try to do better, and that's obviously why I always try and not do cancel culture on TV talks with Tom. And I never say I hate this person. I often go, I am not a fan of this person. I really don't like them, but I'll never say hate. Right? I think it's very, very important to know, or to remember that everybody deserves a chance. But when they screw up that chance time and time again, that's when you start to go, how many more chances do we really give this person? And Kyle's getting into that territory right now, or he is in this territory right now. But for the rest of the folk, like Turner, yes, I am disappointed in him. And it's like what I said, like, yeah, I mean, if y'all were with me last year, I spoke on Big D quite a lot. Big D was somebody who just screwed the pooch a million times over. But what did I always say? I said it's time to self-reflect when you leave that house, and try and become a better person because of it. And then you can judge the person, right? But there should be nothing that stops you holding accountability to said person. So that's what I try and do on this channel, right? And I think I'm doing the right thing by doing that. I hope I am. Yeah, okay, so Marcelo says, or Marcello, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Just joined, haven't watched live feeds in a moment, but Kyle hasn't come out of the DR. How long has he been hiding? Right, can somebody answer that? Because I'm not actually sure. It's been a while. I know it's been over like half an hour, I think, or 45 minutes. And if the feed's gone back down again, I don't know what's going on. Let me check Twitter out. That's Twitter is my best friend and my worst enemy in one. Feeds down for 1 minute, apparently. I checked the feeds bot. Big up the feeds bot, folks. The feeds bot is the only account I have notifications turned on for on Twitter. It gives me life. So Spoiler Queen, aka Spoiler Girl, is telling people that, and again, we don't know. Spoiler Girl is, just for those who don't know, Spoiler Girl is an account on Twitter who puts out tweets that are supposedly inside information, and we are never too sure whether or not it's genuine or not. But this is a tweet that Spoiler Girl, because they have predicted quite a few things, and it's made people go, wow, there's some genuineness to that. But anyway, they've said that their source says Kyle is crying in the DR. Again, could be true, could be false. We just don't know. It's all speculation, right? I would imagine they are doing their best to, if Kyle is thinking about leaving, I'm sure that production are doing their best to talk him down, because he is production's pet, right? And if they lose Kyle, they're going to have to literally re-edit the entire narrative of the show, because they're totally... I mean, watch the episodes, guys. They edit Kyle as if he's the winner already. They edit him like he's won the damn game already. So if they lose Kyle this week, production will be panicking. They'll be panicking. Okay, so the lovely Sammy has sent me a clip of Kyle when he went into the DR, and she's saying it was nearly 2 hours ago. So there's that, folks. In 1 minute's time. In 1 minute time, yeah. As soon as it hits 24 on the clock, 2 hours he's been in there for. Wow. So it must be serious if you've been in there for 2 hours and nobody's just got another message off Sammy there that I'm not going to read out loud. The worry starts to come in when you've been in the DR for 2 hours. The longer he's in there, the more we start to go, oh my god. Because remember Paloma? And we know how that ended. We know how that ended. I literally feel like this could potentially be a stream where we're waiting for the inevitable to happen, right? Because the show starts in 35 minutes, and if Kyle's not out in 35 minutes, then he will have been in the DR for 2.5 hours. Guys, this is actually more serious than I thought. What do y'all think? Do y'all think he's going to self-evict? Just as a general opinion of viewers. Not if you want him to self-evict, do you think he will or not? For those of you who are just joining us now, we're discussing the Kyle situation. He is being exposed to the house from Michael, and everybody now knows about his ideas of an all-white alliance and the potential idea of the Cookout 2.0 forming, and now people are turning on Kyle, and Turner's probably going to put him up as the replacement nominee when Brittany goes down, and now Kyle has been in the DR for 2.5, well, nearly, just over 2 hours, and it's making a lot of people think he might be self-evicting soon. So much so, I've drank a lot of tea already, I'm already at the bottom. The tea is hot today, folks. The tea is hot, and that is a phrase I never thought I'd say on TV Talks with Tom. I'm going to refresh the old feed, see what's going on. Wow. And I put out a tweet earlier as well, and I'm gonna read this out loud, and I stand by this. If CBS still managed to swerve around the racism from Kyle this week and paint this as a happy kid show where nothing bad is happening, it's disgusting. And I stand by that. I'm sick of them every single week. And I never really speak on production stuff or anything like that, but week in, week out, it's like, let's portray Kyle as this puppy dog that everybody loves, and he's so nice and he's so kind, and he's in this showmance with Alyssa. And realistically, we've seen what Kyle's like on the feeds. They need to show him. They need to show the true Kyle. This is Big Brother, for goodness sake. If this happened on Big Brother UK, we'd see it. If it happened on Big Brother Canada, guess what? We'd see it. But for some weird reason, Big Brother US likes to hide things that are happening. And it's very disappointing. Don't get me wrong, I love Big Brother US, but it's just very disappointing. I've grew up on Big Brother. Like, I was brought up by Big Brother, starting on the UK version. And if somebody said something incredibly offensive or did something incredibly bad, they would be shown on TV, on national TV, and they would be given a warning in front. It wouldn't even be a private warning. They would literally say in front of everybody, you've, like in the DR, and they put it on TV, you've received a formal warning. If you do this again, you will be removed from the house. They need to enforce that. And the US one as well. Because otherwise it just enables bad behaviour. Now, let me double check, folks. We are still set for the show starting in 33 minutes, right? Because I know on... is it... Wait, no, am I right? Oh, it's starting at past. Is that right? Can someone tell me the time the show's starting tonight? Because I thought it was in half an hour's time. If it's an hour's time, then maybe we can do an extra half hour on the live stream tonight. I don't know what you guys think. Alright, y'all are in luck then. We might be doing an extra half hour. Okay, thanks guys. Yeah, 8:30 Eastern time. Got it. Awesome. Y'all thank the football. You get an extra half hour of Tom Vasey. That's a win for y'all. Okay, right. I guess we're just gonna kind of be on neighbourhood watch for the next hour, waiting until Kyle leaves the diary room, which I don't think is going to happen. I'm gonna call her out soon. She knows who she is. Now, I'm interested to know, because of the actual storm that Big Brother has been over the past few days, who's everybody's favourite still? Because I know that will have changed up for quite a few people. I know Taylor's probably still going to be leading it, but let me know who your favourite is. Because I get the feeling it's changed up a lot, because I know a lot of people will have shifted from Turner onto somebody else. And people will be more annoyed at Kyle and Alyssa. Taylor, Michael and Taylor, Monty, Michael, Monty. There's three people, it's those three. Nobody's saying Brittany, I'm interested. Any Brittany fans in the house tonight? Joseph, that's a throwback. Just gonna go cry and wipe my tears. Taylor and Michael, yeah, it's Michael and Taylor. Oh my god, right. Can we, oh, there we go, somebody says Brit. 2 people say Brit. Alright, moderator John says Michael. I also know he likes Taylor. Terence, oh, sarcasm alert there with that one. Thanks, Jefferson. Okay, right. Can we take a moment, right, whether you like Michael or not, to congratulate him for joining Janelle, Casey, Danny and Paul in the Hall of Fame of the most vetoes won in a season. Nobody, in my opinion, would have predicted Michael would have done that. I don't care what anyone says. I just doubt anybody would have predicted that. That is huge. 5 vetoes. I don't care what anybody says. If you're out here going, it's not impressive or whatever like that, just because you don't like Michael, fair enough, you don't like him on a personal level, but game recognises game. 5 vetoes, y'all. 5 vetoes. If he wins one more, there's 4 vetoes left this season, and if he wins one of them out of the 4, he's got the all-time record. He beats Janelle. That's Janelle, right? That's a big name. He beats Danny Donato, Casey, the winner, and Paul, 2-time loser, 2-time manipulator, but also a 5-time veto winner in one season. But yeah, I kind of want him to do it, but equally I don't want Janelle and all them pushed out of history. But there's no way Janelle can get pushed out of history either. I think it'd be cool if he won it. I think that'd be really, really awesome. It is huge. It is huge. Like 5 vetoes. Can you imagine? He's competed in 6 and he's won 5, and there's been 8 altogether. Wow. Whew. The show seems to be on at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Yes, that's right. That's right. 1 hour to go, I believe. Yvonne says, "Hi Tom from California. My daughters and I are big fans of your channel. You rock." Yvonne, thank you so much. You and your daughters rock too. Say hi to them for me. I appreciate that very, very much. Have a great evening. Why is there a Paloma stan in this chat? That's a great question. that I cannot answer and never will be able to answer. Will Michael be remembered as a comp beast or phenomenal strategist or strategist? How do you guys say it over there? I always get so confused. I'm literally becoming American with quite a lot of my grammar because I talk about it so much, and I sometimes forget which one's UK and which one's US. But anyway, I think he'll be remembered for being both. I think Michael's an all-arounder, which is impressive as hell. I do think if Michael wins it, he probably will be one of the strongest winners. He won't be up there with Dr. Will and Kevin from BB Can or, let me think, Dan or anyone like that. I just think he'll be a strong winner though. He'll definitely be in the stronger section. If there's an all-winner season, Michael will be back, put it that way. All-stars as well, Michael will be back. Tom, are you Irish or English? I'm English. Thank you for asking. Strategist. Okay, thanks, Sammy. Strategist. Okay, we'll go with that. Michael is tied with Janelle on most comps. That's right. Janelle, Danny Donato from 8. Casey on 20. I said Casey on 20 because she's only competed once. Casey was supposed to be on 22, but pulled out last second because of COVID, I believe. Casey could have... I'm not even joking. Casey could have gone the distance on 22. I truly believe she could have won it. And Josh was supposed to be on 22 as well, because we only ended up getting Franzel and Ian Terry as the winners. And the only winner out of respect of those two is Mr. Ian Terry. What a wonderful man. I just adore him. But yeah, I think Casey could have done damage on 22. And I believe as well, I could be wrong in thinking this, they brought in Memphis and Keisha at the last second to replace Josh and Casey. I wonder how that would have changed up the game. Because I think with somebody like Josh in the game, it would have been good because he probably would have aligned with the modern day people. But the boring thing about 22 was the fact that the gameplay was just shut up and accept your fate. And nobody stood up for themselves really, apart from like Devon, Janelle, Kesa, Bailey to some extent, and Ian. So as a result, it was kind of just like, oh my god, this is just depressing. And it's like they were kissing Cody's ass. Thank you for kicking me out the door, Cody. I love you so much. Get over yourself. We needed people who actually blew up the game. So Josh going around shouting at people with pots and pans would have been something at least to shake the dynamic up. But anyway, enough about 22. I just think it needed something. It needed a little spice. It needed a little bit of drama to mix things up, because it was so easy for Cody to get to the end with his microwave meal alliance. You know, I just think it was, yeah, no, don't like it. I can imagine if Janelle Kesa had won All Stars. Oh, would have been so cool. Yvonne's saying, shout out to my daughters. Yeah, I'll say their names. Raquel and Victoria, shout out to you too. Are feeds ever leading up to the Sunday show? Do you mean, is it like the feeds usually on towards the Sunday show? I believe they are. There's no sign of Kyle being back yet, so we're still at a loss there. Is it crazy, guys? We've still got a month to go. Just under a month. It's wild to me. It's wild. And I just know as well. I just know when, I say when, if Kyle walks into jury this week, I know Joseph's just going to be so happy and proud of Taylor for sticking it out and hanging on in there, which will be really, really cool moment to see. And also, is Kyle going to be able to function without Alyssa? I'm asking the real questions now, because it's like he's, I don't know if it feels like he's been reliant on her. I don't know. Maybe it's, can Alyssa come with me? And then they'd walk out together. Oh my god, guys, right, there was, in Big Brother UK, I'm trying to remember the year, I'm going to say 2017. I'm sure there's some Big Brother UK fans in the house tonight who can call me out if I got this wrong, but there was a a lovely couple called Imran and Sukhvinder, and I'm trying to remember. It was like week 2, and Imran got evicted, and they were married. They went into the house married as well as separate house guests. Imran got evicted, and Sukhvinder walked out with him. She just grabbed his hand, and they both ran up the stairs together and got evicted together. That's a couple of goals if I ever saw one. But then again, though, if I was with somebody and I got evicted, I'd keep pushing for them to go on. Like, I'd want them to hustle and take down every single last person and beat their asses in the final too. Tom, you need mods for the trolls. I know, well, I've got the wonderful Uncle John, and he does a marvellous job. I don't think there's that many trolls in the house tonight. Not that I've seen anyway. I know I'm talking a lot tonight rather than reading comments because there's so much to talk about anyway. Oh, yeah. I want to check Twitter, see if anything else is going on. Okay, right, yeah, so there's the rumour. Again, it's a rumour, not true. People are saying that Kyle is in the diary room crying. Sounds right, but we just don't know, right? It's a rumour. It seems, though, that Twitter has kind of stood at a standstill right now, just waiting for the feeds to come back to say Kyle isn't there anymore. Okay. Uncle John, we got a bit of a perv in the chat. He says he wants my pants. Can we remove him? But yes, I think... Thanks, John. Yeah, I feel like we're waiting for the inevitable here, but equally, you know, I like Sammy said earlier, I kind of hope that Kyle gets evicted on Thursday night and actually has to face the bed that he has made, his racist bed that he needs to lie in. He needs to face Julie. Yep, thanks, John. He needs to face Julie and face the audience, and not walk out in the DR. I think if you're self-evicted, there's no place for you on the jury. There is no place for you on the jury if you walk out. I've got Sammy here who's telling me she's enjoying my shoutouts. I'm just going to expose that to the 600 people here. Since she made me blush in front of 300 people the other night, I'm just going to expose her in front of 600. Double the fun there, Sammy. You big simp. Yeah, okay. He shouldn't be in jury. He should not be in jury. If he self-evict. If he goes out the normal way and actually gets evicted, there's a place for you on jury. Not that you're going to be liked, but there's a place for you on jury. Then I hope Danielle Reyes hosts the round table and roasts Kyle to Kingdom Come. But I don't think there's a place for you on jury if you self-evict. Simple as that. Jefferson Tucker says, well, thank you first and foremost for the super chat. I appreciate you. Cheers. Jefferson says, check your feeds, animals. Something major going on. Is this a prank, Jefferson? Is this a prank for me to check out my feeds and nothing happens? Is it just the is it the cats or the puppies staring at the screen? So funny, Jefferson. Good prank. Yeah, I see those 4 cats having a good time. I was the 5. I'm trying to count. Let's count the cats. And we're shifted. There's only 1 now. 1's asleep. Thanks, Jefferson. Appreciate you for your super chat very, very much. Did the whole house come at Kyle? I don't think they came at Kyle, but they basically exposed him. They exposed him to the house for him wanting that all-white alliance and thinking all the black people are sticking together for the Cookout 2.0. Yikes. Hey, somebody counts 5 cats. See, this is interesting. This is Big Brother at its finest, counting how many animals we can see on screen as Kyle is in the diary room and probably is contemplating whether he's staying in the house or not. Annie Berger, thank you so much, or Berger, I hope I pronounced your name correctly, Berger. Anyway, thank you so much for becoming a member of TV Talks with Tom. Cheers to you, and can we all congratulate Annie for becoming a head of household at TV Talks with Tom? Let's go. Thanks, Annie. Appreciate you. Okay. Right, I'm gonna give Sammy. I'm gonna read Sammy's comment out again. I know she'll get excited about that, but she says the animals are probably for the movie. That's a great point, actually. I believe they're showing something. So, and they've done that a lot in Big Brother in the past, so that would actually make sense. But I still think there's something going on with Kyle where they don't want everybody to see what's actually happening, especially if. Well, then again, though, if he's in the diary room, then I suppose they could show a feed, so it probably is the movie. But I think as soon as they decide, okay, it's enough, game over, and they got to get rid of Kyle, or Kyle decides to walk out, then that's when they'll take the feeds off for sure, movie or not, I think. Probably one less double eviction if he leaves. That's probably true, which I'm not against. Because we haven't really had a proper double eviction this week. Oh, sorry, not this week, this year. Because I love the thrill of double eviction where, you know, we don't know who's going to win veto and we don't know what's going to happen. Whereas, like, double eviction last week, we knew exactly what was going to happen, so it was kind of rubbish. It was terrible, in fact. But I like a double where we don't know, with the unpredictability, right? So that'd be a shame. I truly believe Kyle needs to... if he self-evicts, they need to cancel this week. Like, you know, game, set, match. Like, you know, scratch the nominee, scratch the head of household. I know that sucks for Turner, but Kyle, it's that thing, isn't it? Your actions have consequences, and Kyle will have to face that post-season. I just don't think they should evict somebody on top of Kyle this week. That's all I'll say. He needs to be evicted the normal way. He made his bed, he's got to lie in it. It's as simple as that. At TV Talks with Tom, what was the last good movie you've seen? That's a great question. I'm trying to remember what's on my letterboxd. Yes, I'm that much of a movie nerd. What did I watch? I watched Monster House earlier this week. I've seen that a million times before, but I love that movie. It's so good. It gives me so much nostalgia of being a kid, and it's kind of scary as well. So much so I can still enjoy it as I'm older now. And yeah, I don't know. I very much like Monster House. I'm trying to think what else have I seen recently. I saw Nope in the cinemas last week or the week before. Can't remember when. That was great. Really liked that. And I've been watching She-Hulk. I know that's not a movie, but I'm a big Marvel guy, so I enjoy all that. Yeah, that's kind of the... Oh, and I've nearly finished Breaking Bad as well, which I love so much. But of course, we're here to talk about Big Brother, so I'll go back onto that now. Sorry guys, I'm just reading y'all comments. I think Tom would be hysterical reporting on Naked and Afraid. What do y'all think? Tammy, thank you so much for becoming a head of household at TV Talks with Tom. I appreciate you ever so much, folks. Tammy's a legend. She has supported this channel for as long as I can remember, and I appreciate her very much. Tammy, you're a legend. Have a wonderful evening, you lovely lady, and enjoy the show tonight. Tom, have you seen the Muppets? I've seen the Muppets. Who hasn't seen the Muppets? Muppets is great. It's cheesy, but it's great. It's I like the Muppet movie with Jason Segel and Amy Adams. It's a throwback, and I very much like it. I'll watch. Thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate you very much. I'll watch this. Favorite LGBT comic character? Mine is Tim Drake. Well, I'd be lying if I said I read that many comics. I've only read the Walking Dead comics, so I can only talk about somebody LGBT from the Walking Dead. So I would probably have to go for... Ooh. I mean, Aaron's great. Obviously, he's great in the TV show as well. Yeah, I'll go with Aaron from The Walking Dead. But thank you, Owl. I appreciate your super chat. Tom, is this a question really? Tom, opinion on Walter from the Muppets 2011. I mean, he's a good kid. He's a good kid. He's got a talent for whistling, and he is determined to become one of the Muppets and save the theatre from the evil oil baron. He's a good kid. Big up Walter. America's vote would be bad for Taylor. They would target her knowing she would win it over everyone. Potentially, but Taylor would win America's vote. Easy. I don't think I feel like America's vote usually happens maybe around Final 9, Final 8, and it hasn't happened yet. I doubt they'll go into the Final 7 doing an America's vote. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Tom, if you love Breaking Bad, check out Better Call Saul. I probably will. In fact, not probably. I am going to. I plan on watching it after I finish Breaking Bad. I'm on season 5. So, nearly done. Okay, I don't want to stray too far from Big Brother because I know a lot of people get annoyed when I don't stick with Big Brother. Like, of course I will do a little bit of kind of other talk, but it's just such a big night for Big Brother right now because we don't know exactly what's happening with Kyle at the moment. So I'm kind of at a standstill as to what's happening, because as long as Kyle's in the DR, we don't exactly know if he's going to self-evict or if he's coming back. But bear with me, folks. I'm just seeing what's happening on Twitter and sending a very important message. Still no sign of Kyle or anything like that. No word. Still just rumours that he's been crying in the DR. Again, it's a rumour. Don't run with it. Just a rumour. Oh, that'd be so good. That'd be so good if he goes. Yo, lad. I don't want him to self-evict. I want him to feel what he's made everybody else feel. You know, having put them through as he evicted them. I want him to be evicted on Thursday night. I want him to sit on that block. I want him to be put on the block tomorrow, and I want him to have to sit there for 4 days, and then have Julie read out the votes on Thursday night, and then he has to face the audience, and then he has to answer every single question that Julie gives him. Because I get the feeling, if he goes on the block, CBS can't even hide what's happened with him. They'll have to come up with some dumbass narrative if they do, because literally the whole reason this is happening right now is because Kyle has been exposed for his racist motivations in the house. So if CBS have edit around that, that's going to be shocking and disgusting and vile. It's like what happened when Daniel and Nicole went up on the block. All of a sudden CBS stopped hiding stuff and they showed what went down with Taylor, and they better show the same energy to Kyle. They should have been doing it all along. But they better show why Kyle is on the block and why Kyle is getting evicted on Thursday night. And then let him face the audience. He has to face the audience. You make your bed, you gotta lie in it. Simple as that. If you go on Big Brother, you are exposing yourself to being judged, to people seeing your true motivations, to people seeing what you are really like as a person, as a character, as somebody as a whole. Because yes, it is a game, but we see a lot of what somebody is like as a person when they're in there. That's 3 months. I think a lot of us spend a lot more time watching what they're doing than talking to our own friends or family members when the season is on, which says a lot, right? So we do get to see what their true character is really like. And wow, that did sound sad having said that, but it's true. I think there's nearly 600 of us in here tonight, and I can't imagine many of us would argue with the fact that we do spend more time watching them and seeing what they're doing and finding out. We check our phones when we wake up. What's happening in the house? Before we go to sleep, what's happening in the house? We check in on them more than we do family or friends when it's on. And I don't think many people would argue with that. So it's true. We do see what they are like. We learn who they are as people. And Kyle has shown time and time again who he is. Just refreshing the old Twitter feed, folks, seeing if we've got any updates. I think something's going on, if I'm being totally honest. I think the DR will talk him down. Thank you for the compliment on the chain. It is part and parcel of Tom. I haven't been wearing my rings this year. I want to start wearing them again. I don't know why I don't. I made that sound like such a big decision. But the ones I got, the ones I had before were like kind of like cheap rings, like, you know, ones that kind of just like the silver wears away really, really fast. So I actually want to get some proper nice ones and start wearing them again because I love rings. I love wearing them. Oh my god, what did y'all think of Kyle calling Joseph a scumbag? What do y'all think of that? I'm going to expose Sammy right now. She wants me to wear the rings. But yes, I think that was the most ironic thing I have I have seen all season. I have yeah, no. I'm gonna read out again, just if y'all didn't see my my live feed update earlier today. This is exactly what Kyle said about Joseph. Joseph was a scumbag. I can't stand him. Oh my gosh, scum. I hope they show that, how they portray his true character. I think at his heart he was a good guy. Can't stand him. So that's what Kyle thinks of Joseph, one of the nicest people in Big Brother history. The guy's a jerk. I don't care what anyone says. And once again, Kyle said it. Kyle said it, Ikram. He needs to do some self-reflection. But that's irony if I've ever saw any. Irony. Also, right, while I'm on here, I really want to take a moment to thank everybody for the love and support over the past few days. A lot of y'all know that I've kind of been going through it with a lot of the hate that was directed towards me over what happened with Turner, and people, you know, sending abuse my way and tweeting me nasty things on Twitter, tweeting about me on Twitter, and I just want to say, for those of you who, you know, stepped up to the plate and actually came through and supported me, just like wonderful, amazing fans, I just thank you so much. You got me through those days, and I had the support of some other wonderful people. They know who they are, I've told them, and I'm just incredibly grateful for y'all actually being there for me during a time that was actually very, very tough for me. Definitely the most difficult few days I've ever had while doing YouTube. You know, I stuck up for Turner, giving him the benefit of the doubt, whilst we didn't know everything that happened, right? We only saw what we saw, and then all of a sudden, when we found out what happened, people started coming for me and saying nasty things about me because I was sticking up for Turner. I only talked about what I knew, right? I only talked about what I knew, and right, that's all anyone can do. And I was quite disappointed I actually had to come on and explain that to people. But when I did and saw the overwhelming support, I want to thank you all so much, because like I say, it was a tough couple of days. It really was, and I just appreciate those of y'all who've helped me through it and been so kind. I might as well give a little shout out to Sammy at this point, because she definitely helped. So shout out to her. Yes, the VB fandom can stink sometimes. You've got to kind of find the nice people in the fandom, because there is nice people. Not everyone's bad. Not everyone's evil. Not everyone's nasty. As much as the negativity can, you know, just swamp you sometimes and make you feel like absolute trash. You know, there's wonderful people like what I'm seeing. The majority of y'all are being like tonight in the chat. So thank you all for being just amazing, wonderful, kind people and being so supportive of me. Cushy boy, you certainly like talking about the Muppets. Dak Chats, what's up? Everybody go subscribe to Dak Chats. Dak says, dang, I didn't realise that was going on, man. I'm sorry that happened, buddy. Thanks, Dak. I appreciate that ever so much. It has been a tough couple of days, but I've gotten through it thanks to the love and support from so many wonderful people. Don't get me wrong, I'm still getting a lot of crap I had somebody in today's video telling me that I was part of the problem, apparently, and that I'm a fool and all that kind of stuff. Give me a good laugh, to be honest, if anything else. Oh, right, and there was this absolute douche, I'm going to just trash him right now, because why not, called Aledro. Aledro says, I love Kyle, I hate you, Tom. Aledro's got the priority straight. We all love you, Aledro. Not. Yeah, but it's if anything, I feel like I've toughened up over this. You know, not that I wasn't tough before, but it's definitely gave me food for thought regarding this. It's made me unmotivated for sure. There's been, the past few days, it's been difficult to kind of drag myself in front of the camera and start recording, but I've done it, and it's just made me go, the last thing I want to do right now is lie down after crap that people have been sending my way. What I always talk about on the channel is being kind and positivity, and I think I'd be going against what I believed in if I gave up. So I ain't going nowhere, folks. I ain't going nowhere. Percy Reed, thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate you ever so much. Percy says, wait, so did Kyle self-evict? It would be a miracle. He hasn't self-evicted yet, as we know. There is a lot of speculation happening, and there's a lot of talk of the feeds being down for some kind of reason, and people are kind of going, you know, what's happening? And he went into the DR nearly 2 hours and a half ago now. So people are kind of, and that's what happened with Paloma. Paloma spent a long time in the DR, then she didn't come back. And the feeds are down, just like they were when Paloma went. So people are starting to think it could be the end of Kyle, because he has been exposed to the house for a lot of his racist motivations. Dak, thanks so much, mate. I appreciate you very, very much. I'm trying not to listen to the hate. It's difficult. I'm trying, and I appreciate your support. You're a king. Please go subscribe to Dak Chats, everybody. He is a wonderful, wonderful man who reached out to me at the beginning of the season, and we became friends since. He started up his own YouTube channel. Please go subscribe to him. Oh, Tammy, thank you so much. I'm very, very grateful for that. I do what I can do. I love talking about Big Brother. It's tiring sometimes. It's negative sometimes, but we're hanging on in there. We're hanging on in there. All right, gang. Thank you, Michelle. It does blow me away, right? And I'm sure it blows a lot of you guys away as well. The fact that, you know, every single person that's in there, well, nearly every single person that's in there has done something problematic at one point. But that's just humans, right? But a lot of people are continually problematic and continue to just do, you know, a lot of things that are very much questionable and, quite frankly, offensive. It makes you wonder, where do they find these people to cast? There must be so many more people. We all probably know about, we could probably all name 5 people we know personally that would do a better job than half of these house guests. It baffles me why they can't just get nice, normal people. It's like they don't do many background checks on these people. And it's like, yeah, let's put them in, let's put them in. And I'm like, really? I don't know. I feel like that's a tale as old as time though with Big Brother. But we'll see. We'll see if things improve for 25, season 25, which is rumored to actually be happening, which makes me really, really excited. Which means we're getting another year of TV talks with Tom. Let's go. We're getting, reportedly, again, this is only a rumor at this point. Apparently, next season is going to be second chances, which I would love to see. Right? We need a redemption, returnee season after Flop Stars 2. I would love to see second chances. And then they could get people, you know, who are like way back from the archives, like Jason from BB3. Jason's still heavily involved with Big Brother. He's got his own podcast. So I don't know. There's definitely a lot of people I would like to see in second chances. You know, Tiff could come back. Tiff deserves a place. Vanessa, Donnie. God, there's so many. There's so many people. Derek X, Claire. please. And there's so many people you could list as potential returnees for second chances. I would adore to see them come back. Tiffany's near the top of my list. She deserves that win. God, she deserves it. See, Marcellus has played twice, so he couldn't do second chances. Let me just scroll back up there, folks, so I can see what folks are saying. Okay, Cushy Boy, this is the last question I'm going to answer about the Muppets. Kermit or Walter or Gonzo or Fozzie? I'm going to say Fozzie Bear, because he's got cheesy cringe jokes and I love them. Fozzie is my answer to that. Wow, okay, I'm seeing people's names coming in for second chances. Janelle said if they did a Legends that she would return. Yes, she'd be on Legends. There's no way they wouldn't do Legends without her. Love you here in Orlando, Florida, Tom. Thank you so much. Speaking of which, Orlando, Florida is the only place I've ever been to in America. Twice. Tom, you're brilliant. Ignore the haters. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I am kind of brilliant. Thank you. Kemi, someone wants Kemi for second chances too. We need a second Derek season. Sorry to break it to you, but All Stars 2 was the second Derek season. Yes, I would love to see Claire back too. I love Claire. I fancy her. I've got a crush on her. I've got a huge crush on Claire when I come back. Do you think the leftovers really cared about Taylor? I think they were just using her. I don't think anyone in that house cares about Taylor. I think some people in the leftovers cared about her and some didn't so much. I think some were being quite performative about it, which is incredibly disappointing. God, I hope Taylor comes through and wins this season now. Put it this way, speaking of second chances, if Taylor doesn't win, they will probably invite Taylor back next year for second chances, if it is second chances too. Thank you so much. Hey Tom, I've been watching your content for a while, but I haven't commented. Just wanted to say that you're very entertaining and it's fun to listen to your videos after work. Keep up the hard work. Thank you ever so much. I'm so glad that puts a smile on my face that you enjoy my content. Thank you ever so much. I appreciate that. Okay, so I'm seeing a few people want Zach back. It rhymes. Zach back. Dr. Seuss. Sammy, namely one of them, and my moderator John as well. And John wants Donnie as well. I want Donnie. Can I just say, Donnie supposedly didn't even get a call for All Stars 2. That is shocking. That is a crime against human nature. I don't understand how Cody is more of an all-star than Donnie. That does not make sense at all. At all. I will argue that till I'm blue in the face. In what world is Cody more of an all-star than Donnie? I don't hate Cody or anything like that, but in all-star terms, come on. It's Donnie. Any day of the week. Yeah, well, if we're bringing celebrity into this, I want to see Tom Green back. I just love the guy. And Shannon Elizabeth from season 1. Okay, 1, she's from one of my favourite movies, American Pie. And Scary Movie, of course, is amazing as well. 2, she was a brilliant game player and she got taken out really early. 3, I kind of fancy her. 4, that's enough reasoning. Bring back Shannon Elizabeth. Can't get my words out. Bring back Shannon Elizabeth. She's amazing. And Tom Green, and I'm trying to think, and Chris Kattan. Oh, I love Chris Kattan. But I want to make sure he was okay in the house. He's so cool. Lady Jane, thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate you. Mwah. Cheers to you. Lady Jane says, Tom, you have a heart of gold. Thank you for... sorry, that just moved down there. Thank you for keeping me with songs and smiles on updates of BB24. YouTube needs TV. Oh my God, that's so sweet. Thank you, Lady Jane. I appreciate you ever so much. And she's signed that off with Kyle has to go. I absolutely adore your super chat, Lady Jane. Thank you ever so much. Fancy her. Define please. Oh, do y'all not say fancy in the US? Basically means you've got a crush on someone. So yes, I've got a crush on Shannon Elizabeth. I know she's a bit older than me, but I like Shannon Elizabeth. Yes. I wonder if we're ever going to get battlebacks again in Big Brother. Wonder if that'll ever happen. Yeah. Fancy. Yeah, mock me all you want, Sammy. Fancy. Sammy fancies me, so... Anyway, I had to say that. I had to throw her under the bus there. The 20-person second chance cast bring the split house back for the first 3 weeks. God, I really hope that if they do a second chance thing, or any kind of season where there's fewer old school people than new school people, I hope that they implement twists like they have done on 24, where it stops big alliances from forming, and even when they do form, it only kind of it doesn't last for that long. It kind of just it crumbles not long after. They need to do that to avoid the likes of Janelle and Casey going home early, Danielle Reyes, people like that. They need to do something where it kind of actually gives them a chance, and it doesn't just let these lame ass modern players create a ready-made alliance and run the game. You're red, Tom. Blushy blush. I don't think I'm red. I'm pretty not red right now. I don't think I am. I think I'm holding up okay. I'll watch. Thank you so much. I'll watch it as Kyle's mum just pulled up to the baby house and asked to speak with the manager. I don't have much to say on that. I really don't. But thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. You gave me a good laugh there. Okay. Aubrey O'Day for CBB. She did CBB in the UK. Yeah, maybe I am turning red a little. But she kind of did. She did CBB in the UK and came in 5th place. I'm gonna say. She came in 5th place, and I know there's a lot of stuff going on with her at the moment. With the shut up, Sammy. With the stuff on. I'm forgetting my damn words here. My train of thought. Okay, forgetting what she's. Reboot. Okay, right. She's been doing all this stuff on Instagram where people are saying, that she's been photoshopping photos and stuff like that. So Aubrey's definitely a name at the moment to get onto Big Brother. When there's somebody in the public eye about something that's kind of relevant or hot topic, that's usually a good time to put them in the house. Marty13, thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate you ever so much. Have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the show tonight. Marty tells me, Tom, love your videos. Been with you since the beginning. Oh, well, thank you so much. That warms my heart. Keep up the good work. Thank you ever so much. I am unbelievably appreciative of your kindness. The channel wouldn't be what it is today if it wasn't for the people supporting me in the beginning. So thank you, Marty. I appreciate that very much. Gracie says, alright friends, Gracie06 says, alright friends, I have to head off before the show starts. I love you all bunches. Tom, amazing as always, had so much fun tonight. Thanks for stopping by, I appreciate you. Have a wonderful evening. Yes, Tiffany for second chances, I agree, Tammy, she is a lock. She has to be on there. Has to be. No other way around it. It's not a second chances if Tiffany isn't on it. Spidey for BBUS, yes, I want to see that. They were the only game players in the UK version, so I want to see them play US. Wayne, thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful evening, sir. Enjoy the show tonight. And Wayne says, can we agree that we should avoid having coaches again? Well, it depends who the coaches are, I think. Because I'm always tempted, no matter what. If there's a returnee, I'm tempted, right? And if they get the right people, I think the coaches need to be... And I know you should probably have a balance of men and women, but for me, there's more women in general that stand out as coaches. And that's Tiffany, Vanessa, Danielle Reyes, and I would probably put Tyler in 2. I'm going to say Tyler. I think Michael could probably be a coach as well if this season continues to go well for him. But those 3 women that I said there, Vanessa, Danielle Reyes and Tiffany, they're the 3 that scream out to me that should be coaches if it happens. But thanks, Wayne. Appreciate you. Can Cliff be on BB Second Chance? I'm all for that. I'm all for seeing that. I like Cliff a lot, and I think he's a great guy. And he obviously does his own YouTube updates for Big Brother. I would love to see Cliff have another shot. Would be very, very happy for him to see him go again. Tom, have you applied to be on BB yet? You would have a built-in fan base if you did. I know I would, and that's wonderful. That's wonderful to know. But I don't think I would apply for Big Brother. I really don't. I've always kind of gone backwards and forwards on that and said, well, when I was younger, I was like, yes, I want to do it. I grew up and I was like, maybe. And now I'm at the point where I'm thinking, no, I honestly don't think I would do Big Brother. Not saying I wouldn't be good at Big Brother, but I think, personally, I just don't know if I would do it. That's all. I think I would be decent at the game. I don't want to kind of blow my own trumpet, but I do think I would be. I think I would be relatively good because I know a lot about the game. But again, knowing a lot doesn't always equate to being a good player. But I think I'm quite a a relatable person. I think I get along with most people, which is enough to get you into a few weeks. And when you can dig your claws in, then you can actually start to gain ground on Big Brother. I'm not somebody you look at and think he's going to be a comp beast, and I don't think I'm somebody you look at and think I'm going to be a mastermind either. I don't really have that look. I think I'm kind of just I could be being totally unself-aware here, but I think I've kind of got that look, because people do judge people on looks when they meet them in the house. I think I've kind of got that look of just normal. I know that might sound weird. Vanilla, potentially even looking boring. But of course I am sexy AF, but I don't necessarily think people would look at me and go, he's one to watch, So who knows? There we go. Okay, so Molly says, I'd fancy you on Big Brother. Don't think I used that word right. You used it right. You used it right. And thank you, I guess. If you did use it right. Right, let me just check Twitter again to see if... why, thank you. Thank you, Sammy. Sammy just sent me a nice message there on the back of myself calling me sexy AF. I think y'all can figure that one out. I'm just going to check if anything else has happened with the updates. I don't think anything else has changed yet. No, I think we're still cold turkey. I'm shooting for if something happens while I'm streaming, could you all tell me? Could you all be saints and tell me what's happening? Tom, have you watched the Scream films? I have. I watched them for the first time earlier this year and fell in love with them, and I can't wait for Scream in New York next year. Oh my god, I'm so excited for that. Do you know, actually, I'll give a quick shout out to Uncle John. He was one of the people who got me into Scream, and I am so glad he did, because amazing movies. Love them all. I'd def be an outcast in the house. Don't say that. You never know. You never know. And to be honest, outcasts aren't a bad thing in Big Brother. You could still win. You could still win, my friend. Tom, why is everyone hating on Kyle? Kyle is shown to be incredibly microaggressive during the season, and he seems to have racist motivations in a lot of his gameplay. So, and I don't think he seems to realize. Well, he might realize it. I don't know, but yeah, people ain't a fan of him, and now he's being exposed to the whole house for his, supposed all-white alliance and the Cookout 2.0, the idea that he had that was happening, where he was saying like, all the black people are working together, and as a result, people are starting to know the real Kyle now, and now he's been in the diary room for 2 hours and 45 minutes nearly. That's what happened with Paloma, and then Paloma left the house. I wish you could say fancy more often. Should I say that more often, guys? Say it more often. Scream 6 is going to be in New York, but it's going to be filmed in Canada. I did not know that. Wow. I fancy you too, Tom, but I'm kind of like 60 years your senior. Shocking. I know. That is shocking, but thank you for, thank you for sharing that with me. I'm sorry to break it to you. I'm probably not gonna go for that, Marty. But I appreciate the kindness and the love that I felt in that wonderful comment. Somebody else just told me they fancy me. Now I've got the biggest smile on my face. While this game has taken such a turn, it's taken multiple turns. It's taken turn after turn after turn around every single damn corner you can imagine. It's gone up the roller coaster. It's gone down the roller coaster. It's fell off the roller coaster, and it's blew up. And it's been the most unpredictable season of Big Brother I have ever watched live. Craziness. Yep. Okay, so Marty says, last I heard, Kyle was crying in the DR and wants to self-evict. They called Grodner in to talk him down. Again, that's a rumour right now, but that's also what I heard. It's a rumour. We don't know exactly what's happening. In fact, speaking of that, speaking of a rumour, let me just... I'm going to message my source and see if they tell me anything. See if they know anything. I don't like Kyle at all, but I really don't like when people blame Alyssa for his downfall. Kyle's almost 30. He's a big boy who makes his own decisions. I totally agree, yeah. I don't like Alyssa, but Kyle has made his own bed, right? Alyssa's jumped into the bed with him for 10 seconds, but there is nothing to do with Alyssa that's blew Kyle's game up. It's been Kyle's fault completely. Bear with me, folks. Kyle is Dr. Evil incarnate. This is funny, right? I actually watched Austin Powers for the first time maybe 2 months ago or something like that. I don't know why it took me to this year to watch Austin Powers, but I adore it. I know I've gone off topic there, but Austin Powers is so good, and I love Mike Myers anyway. Tom, I just binged Breaking Bad because of your favourable comments. Thank you, I loved it. Susan, oh, that's wonderful to hear. I'm nearly finished Breaking Bad. I'm on season 5, episode 5 or 6, I think, so I've only got maybe 9 or 10 episodes to go. And oh my god, I love it. I love it, and I can't wait to watch Better Call Saul afterwards. Yeah, in fact, I'll say that to Susan. I haven't even seen Better Call Saul, but I've been told that's the prequel with Saul, of course. And apparently some people are saying it's better than Breaking Bad. I don't know if Uncle John wants to weigh in on that one. John, is Better Call Saul better than Breaking Bad? Because I'm going to be watching it as soon as I've finished Breaking Bad. So we'll see if how that one holds up. Thanks for all your hard work, Tom. Well, thank you. I love doing this. I'd be lying if I said I found it. If I didn't find it difficult to kind of come on and record over the past few days, but I managed to. I pulled myself together and I managed to. Didn't want to give in to all the crap that I've been getting. I think that's the last thing I'd want to do. I want to set. You know, I always talk about. I always talk about positivity on the channel, and you know, the kindness and stuff like that. I truly believed if I stopped one day to say I'm not doing a video today, that would have just taken away from everything that I try and preach on this channel. So I did my best to pull myself together and actually do a video, because I stand by everything I've said so far, and I want to promote not giving up against haters, right? And I'm proud of myself for doing that, really. Because God, there's some assholes out there, isn't there, folks? But we don't give in to them. We do not give in to assholes, because positivity always wins, no matter what. It might take some time, but it always wins. And all those negative people, all those assholes, are going to spend their life absolutely miserable. Because if you were truly happy with yourself, you wouldn't feel the need to be such an ass to other people. That's what gets me through it. Knowing that it's not us with the problem. Yeah, y'all are preaching the truth here. Ah, okay. Let's see what's happening on the Twitter feed. And still nothing. Still nothing. I hope they have a house meeting. I hope they get everybody together and actually just clear everything out and expose Kyle for who he is. That's kind of what I'm hoping happens. How many times have you auditioned for BB? The answer to that is 0 times. 0 times. Kyle and Alyssa awesome, says Rondo. Twist my head round and round, if I could, the old exorcist trick. Yeah, no. Will you audition? Probably not, no. I doubt that's going to happen. Pete's been down for 2 hours now. No. Oh, is that right? Oh my god, has it been 2 hours? 2? 3? 3 hours? How much? No. They went down at... Hold up. Let me check. Let me check what Sammy said. Sammy told me this at the beginning of the video. Okay. I don't know how long feeds have been down, but Kyle's been in the DR for 3 hours now, as of 1 minute ago. Ooh. Oh. It's looking serious, gang. It's looking serious. Don't know if that means he's going to self-evict, or if he's going to, or if maybe they're trying to talk him down. They'll be throwing everything in the kitchen sink at making sure he doesn't go, because those of us who have watched the episodes know that they are portraying Kyle as this fun, lovable puppy dog, and the person that they most likely want to win. They painted him as the mastermind for the leftovers, which isn't true. Joseph was the driving force of the leftovers. They painted him as as the person who got Joseph out and created the after party. Again, we all love Kyle. It's Kyle doing amazing. But the true Kyle just hasn't been shown on the episodes. So production, who seem to really, really, really love him, will be doing everything they can right now to save their winner. Because, in my opinion, if he self-evicts right now, and I've said this a few times throughout the entire video, for those of you who are just joining me, if Kyle does self-evict, I truly believe he doesn't deserve to be on the jury. If you make your bed in that Big Brother house, you've got to lie in that bed. And that bed is walking out that front door, seeing how the audience reacts to you, and answering every single question that Julie gives you, no matter how tame they are, or no matter how much about God they are. You answer those questions, and praise Julie. Jolene shouted you out last week. Oh, the wonderful Jolene. Jolene Lunzer. Can we just talk about her for a moment? She is amazing. When I first started out doing YouTube, I reached out to Jolene. She was one of 2 people I reached out to. Somebody didn't get back to me, and Jolene did. And I just adore Jolene. She's wonderful. She's like my YouTube aunt is what I like to call her, or my YouTube mom. Like she is just the coolest. She is so supportive and amazing. She just hit 25,000 subscribers, which is absolutely incredible. She did a stream where she was having all of her Big Brother besties on the other day. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it to it because I was out at the cinemas. I'd been planning for a while to go and see Nope, and I had my tickets booked and everything like that. So I had to go see that. So I couldn't make it to Jolene's 25k stream, but she's marvelous, and I would have been there otherwise. She's just so cool, and just a shout out to Jolene. Go subscribe to her. She gave me a shout out when I first started, and I truly wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Jolene. I'm just indebted to her. She's amazing, and she's hilarious as well. Such a funny comedian. Yes, I love Jolene as well. She's so cool. And Maddie, of course, the wonderful Maddie at Mad Roast. Maddie does an amazing job every single day. Shout out to Maddie as well. I might as well give shout outs to the wonderful people in the Big Brother community while I'm at it. Of course, Maddie and Janet over at Mad Roast. Jolene. Sarah at Nerdtainment, who is just a wonderful lady, who I like very much. Now, Matt and Jess TV, they aren't covering Big Brother on their YouTube channel this summer, but they've been doing it on their website, so shout out to them still, because they're really cool people and I love them. And also to Big Brother Boy, who stopped by earlier, to Dak Chat, who stopped by earlier as well. I don't know if they're still here now, but shout out to them. And to God, I'm blanking right now, folks. I really apologise if I've missed anyone at all. Busy Blue, of course. Busy's wonderful. Jess Milagros. Cliff, of course, at Cliff Notes. Heath Animale's amazing as well. He doesn't do live feed updates, but he does Big Brother videos like top 10s and all that kind of stuff. He's cool. Go subscribe to him. I'm just going down my subscribers right now, making sure I've got everybody. I apologise if I did forget everybody. Or anybody, sorry. I think that's everyone. Tell me if I missed anyone, folks. I think that's everyone. I think I got everyone there. Okay. Oh my god, I didn't even realise it's time. It's time, y'all. Very excited to see what happens here. I care more about the live feeds, to be honest, right now than the actual show. But it's time, folks, for, yes, Secret Alliance, shout out to them as well. It's time for the show. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming through tonight. I appreciate every single last one of you. Oh, there's a 10-minute delay, y'all are telling me, before I go. 10 minutes? Is that what's happening? Have we got 10 more minutes? Is that right? Okay, we've got 10 more minutes. Lord, I didn't prepare for this long a stream, but okay. 10 more minutes, brilliant. Okay, thanks, gang. Okay, great. 10 more minutes, guys. You get to see this wonderful face for 10 more minutes. Oof. Bet you're all happy about that. Oh, okay. Some people are saying 2 minutes. I'll do 10 more minutes. It doesn't mind. It does not mind. Oh, okay. It's so strange to me, like how it all starts at like different minutes and stuff like that in the US. Like, I know it's obviously different time zones and everything, but it's like 2 minutes, 10 minutes, all that kind of stuff. I don't know. We just started at one time in the UK. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do a watch party. I never do a watch party. I don't want to run into copyright issues or anything like that. And also, I don't know. I like watching the show on kind of on my terms, I guess. And if I've got something to say about people, I don't want to accidentally blurt it out while I'm watching it live. Okay, I am being told that Kyle is trying to self-evict. We don't know if he's going to go through with it, but I'm being told that he is trying. Again, it's all still rumours right now. I think I want Kyle, like I've said a million times in this video, I want Kyle to face that damn audience on Thursday night. I want him to face that audience. I want him to lie in the bed that he has made, and I've used that metaphor a million times over. But I think he deserves to walk out that front door, not the back door. He deserves to walk out the front door, get the votes read to him, face the audience, no matter how they will react, and then answer those questions that Julie gives him. You can't do everything you've done and then just walk out the back door and have everybody forget what happened. Doesn't work like that. We face our problems in life. My source is telling me, give me a shout out, Tom. Yeah. Who's on the block right now? It's Taylor and Brittany, but of course a veto meeting happens tomorrow. A veto ceremony happens tomorrow, so I'm excited for that. We'll see if it goes, the plan goes through and Kyle ends up on the block. Because God, I hope that happens. Really do. Yeah, has it been pushed back again? Are we still looking at 5 minutes, y'all? I keep staring at my laptop because I want to make sure, like, if anything else pops up that I'm on it, like a car bonnet, and I'm talking about it. Debs, thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate you ever so much. Debs says, hi Tom, do you think standing up for Taylor was part of Turner's gameplay? I hate to think that, but after the talk he did in front of the HOH cam. Right, yeah, and that's the question I've been asking myself today. Because, you know, he was told today, you know, the people told him about Kyle and his motives of the all-white alliance and the Cookout 2.0 potentially happening, of all the Black House guests coming together, which was, and Turner was, you know, obviously he was saying he was shocked. He was saying, oh my God, and all this kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden he's like, let's still get Taylor out. So to your point, Debs, it makes you question: is he being performative? Because that's the big question right now. Yep, Debs, I feel the same. My heart has also been broken for days. I wanted to give Turner the benefit of the doubt, as I did for all those days. It's what we have to do as humans, right? We have to do the right thing and give people that benefit. And it's sad afterwards when you find out maybe you shouldn't have done that. But listen, don't hate anyone. I'm all about self-improvement. I'm all about self-reflection. Just those people need to self-reflect, that's all. Yeah. Five minutes, gang. Keep your questions coming in. You're very welcome, Debs. Yep, you got 5 minutes to get to a TV. Got to make a run for it. Tom, what percent of your audience is from the UK? I'm from Wales, and I just don't want to feel so alone. In it, lol. Well, that's a British response if I've ever heard someone say it. In it. Thanks for stopping by. My percentages of my audience from the UK, I checked this. It's low. I'm pretty sure it's maybe 1, 2, 3%. Something like that. The USA makes up most. I've got people all over the world, like literally all over, which is crazy to me, and I'm so grateful for that. But it's a small percentage that we've got of the UK. USA makes up the most of it. Then it's Canada behind that, I think. Australia, I think, holds a percentage as well. But there is people from like all over the world. Literally all over. It's crazy to me. It's like because I can see the states as well, and there's it baffles me. I've got people, you know, from everywhere, from, you know, like Hawaii and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my god, and I know there's somebody from Hawaii who always stops by in the chat. I don't know if she's here tonight. I believe her name's Karen. But that just I don't know. It makes my head explode at the fact that there's people that far and wide supporting me. I don't know. It's just crazy to me. I know my most popular state, I believe, is California. I think it's California. My top 5 states. It's California, New York, I think Florida, and Texas, and one more, which I'm forgetting. But those were the top 4, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, gang, let's do a snack check like we always do at the at the end of a video. Let me know what you're eating and drinking tonight on the show. When the show comes on, because I think it's going to be a long night, and I think I'm going to find myself staying up very, very late to find out actually what happens when the feeds come back, what's happening with Kyle. I'm excited. I'm nervous. There, Karen's in the house. That's awesome. There's a lot to take in. But let me know what you're eating and drinking for the show tonight, and I'm going to see what people are having. Harmony, thank you so much. Jennifer, what's up in Alabama? Let's go. No snacks tonight, just water. Okay. Sammy says I just ate some good ribs before this. Oh, I want ribs now. That's not fair. Chicken chowder. Just hot tea. Okay. See, y'all go to town on Thursday nights. I've noticed that. That's a trend. Y'all have lots to eat and drink on Thursday night, which I respect, because I also do that. Cherry Dr. Pepper and pretzels. That's what I'm talking about. I think I'm just going to have chocolate tonight. I've got chocolate. Like a nice just a bit of end of week chocolate. Treat myself. Tom Party at Disney World. Yes, I like that. I like that. Lay's, of course. Chocolate cake. Yes, let's go. Chicken parm. Y'all are good. Y'all are good. Popcorn. Amazing. Right. Anyway, gang. From the UK, Lewis says, shout out to a fellow UK person. All right, gang. Thank you so much for stopping by, everybody, tonight. It's been wonderful having you all, wonderful chatting with you all, wonderful pushing through the storm. That is Big Brother 24. Thank you, everybody. I love you all. You're all amazing. Thank you for your kind support. Thank you for your loveliness. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for just being so awesome. Enjoy the show tonight. Keep your eyes peeled for those feeds coming back and finding out what happens with Kyle. But I hope everybody has a wonderful Sunday evening. I hope everybody is strapped in for the next week. We've got Monday starting tomorrow. Let's do this. We're all in it together. I appreciate every single last one of you. Have a wonderful night. I hope everybody's staying safe, staying positive, and staying healthy out there. And remember, be kind to one another. But in the meantime, please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, do all of that wonderful stuff. But until your next Big Brother video, I've been your host, Tom Vasey. Say it with me, folks. Good night. Now, let's see if I can find the off button. Night, everyone.